All right, let's get moving. In my building, we have a really well equipped gym. So, this day, which was yesterday, or I should say Friday, I spent 20 minutes on the elliptical machine, 20 minutes on the treadmill where I ran for a little bit. And you know, when I run, I tell people it's more like a trot. I don't, jump up and down. Remember what I think about my joints? I don't do that, but I do try to get some cardio in. And then it was difficult for me to record because I couldn't find a good spot for my phone. I'm not going to take a tripod inside the gym. That's just a little too much. But anyway, I do have a different routine where you do the leg, you go try to focus on the abdominal area, the sides, the arms, the legs. And this woman talks about 7 minutes a day, and I used to just say, oh, well, nah, you couldn't do that. But let me tell you, if you have a routine that is really focused, you can really get a good workout in 7 to 10 minutes. So don't knock it until you try it. So I try to stay, mobile and not spending a lot of time at home, not sitting too much. I'm always up and about, exploring something outside. But I find myself spending some time at the computer, and I try to not spend too much time there. So if I'm in the gym for about an hour, which is less than what I used to spend at the gym last year, I try to make myself go and walk in the evening because I have this beautiful path called Santa Costera, and I have shown you guys, taking you on a walk there. It's such a beautiful walk with really very safe path. In fact, I think in Panama City, that is the best place to walk unless you live in Costa del Este, which is a planned community with definite walk paths. So now I'm doing some triceps, and like I said, I'm not using any weights this time because the rack where they have the weights, there was no place for me to put my phone. But they do have weights, and I like to lift, not heavy. I've used up to 30 pounds depending on what I'm doing, especially if I'm doing the legs. So all in all, I can hold my own inside the gym, and I love to be at the gym. Excuse me. Now I am not a gym rat. I don't like to be in there for extended periods of time. And I realize it is a necessary thing to do, but it's not like I'm in love with exercising now. But I do acknowledge the benefits of regular exercise. So don't go in the gym and spend 2 hours and think you're doing better because you're spending longer time. It's better to do like 30 minutes, do it every day or 3 times a week, and then go for a walk every day. That would be lovely. And for an older woman, I think walking is probably the best exercise. But of course, you understand that to keep your bones stronger, you have to do some resistance training. There was a machine that a pulley, I guess you could call it, and I can pull about 80 pounds. So I think that's pretty good for my age. And when I'm running on the treadmill, I'm running at like 2.7 up to 3 sometimes. And I'll do an incline up to about 2. I love to do those chest press. This one I'm using like a little bench. But you could do these in your kitchen at the kitchen counter and get a really, really good workout. So I think when I was going to finish it, I did 50 jumping jacks, which is what I'm getting ready to do. And I try to finish my my workout with the jumping jacks, which is a good thing because it gets your heart pumping, and it's an all-around good exercise. So I encourage you to keep moving. Don't sit down. Don't, and I tell people, don't wait until you get a diagnosis, until you get a dreaded disease to start taking care of yourself, to start eating well, to start working out and getting active. Being mobile and moving your body is the best thing you can do for it. And especially as you get older, that is a key to aging well. Remember, that's my new term that I didn't coin it, somebody else said it. But it's important to do that. Alrighty, I think we're finished, and you make sure you stretch. You always stretch your muscles. If you feel any kind of discomfort when you're working out, just stop, okay? You don't want to say, oh, let me work through the pain and see if it goes away. No. So this is just a little snippet of what I do. I wanted to share it with you. It wasn't easy to record. And of course, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Water. I put lemon, ginger in my water. All right, ta-ta.